One of the most interesting darts from Mission's January launch for me is the Venom. A dart set that many should quickly find consistency and good scores with. Why that is and what fine details the dart set reveals will be covered in this review. The Venom darts, made with 90% tungsten, are available in both steel and soft tip variants. In comparison, the steel darts have a slightly more pronounced thickening at the front in a soft closing shape, with a bull nose and are overall. This also supports the setup with the short saber bosses that are included and the flights in the standard form number 2. I find them very visually appealing. Well, green is just my favourite colour, but overall, it's simply nice here. The craftsmanship with the black and bright green coating on the barrel. That stands out and just looks really good overall. I think they look really good. In terms of grip, there are 3 different ring grip variations here. At the front, it's a finer multi-ring grip. Then comes a slightly wider ring grip. And at the back, it turns into a finely serrated grip, with those green grooves running across. Actually, along the entire length of the barrel. Looks awesome, and I think that's quite noticeable too. Not overly intrusive, but definitely noticeable. And it adds that little extra touch, grip, and control. I think the name is quite fitting. Also with the cover image, the snake on the packaging design, because when you pick up the darts, you really get a bit of that feeling. A bit like slightly rough snake skin. At first, it's a little bit smooth, also because of the coating, but it's also rough. Overall, I think there's really good grip and the darts release nicely, but it's not an overly aggressive grip, even if that might be the initial impression. Mission rates the grip level itself as 6 out of a maximum of 10. I would rate it a bit lower, and I'd place it more around 4.5 to a maximum of 5 out of 10 on that scale. But I like it, it has a nice, natural feel, and I get on well with it. I want to touch on the flights again. In the middle, there's a noticeable texture, and combined with the shiny green sides, I think it's something a bit different again. Definitely something new here in this series. Also, other dart series included in the January launch. They have such textured flights. I definitely think that's just a lovely detail. The weight of the barrel is okay, as far as the feel is concerned, and again with front-heavy darts, I needed a bit of getting used to. The darts themselves fly stable. No problem, and I just need to orient myself a little bit above the wire with my throwing skill, so that, for example, the darts land in the triple. Generally, I look where I want to hit. I'd probably adjust the original setup a bit for myself here by using longer shafts instead of the short ones, maybe also to the slightly smaller flight size. When I go to number 6, the center of gravity shifts back a little bit for me, and the narrower flights also give me a flatter angle of entry. But even in the first shots, I think you can see that you're grouping really well, right? With a well-matched setup, your top scores and finishes, at least, shouldn't be a problem. What I like is this flowing shape with the grippier, slimmer part at the back. They just feel great in the hand. They play really smoothly. So, those are my impressions of the new Mission Venom darts. Because it's green, I find it visually very beautiful. That's my favorite color. But overall, it's definitely very eye-catching. Black with this awesome green, that looks quite smart. I really like the shape and the type of grip. In spring and summer, when it's a bit warmer, and when you get slightly sweaty fingers, I find that it can be a little too less grippy for me personally. But you can always use some products to help with that. But the darts haven't been played with that much during this review yet. It's really this black PVD coating that adds a bit of smoothness to it, and then they might just be spot on. So, I'll definitely play with the darts again using my setup. Maybe repoint again with the new Evo points. It's more of a setup I'll really like. And now, feel free to check out a snippet of another video of mine. I've highlighted it for you here. Maybe you're still on the lookout for good but affordable darts. Or do you want to know why Winmore darts are actually everywhere? Feel free to take a look and leave me some feedback. And of course, I'll answer any questions as best as I can. Thank you for watching. See you in the next review.